Hi gardeners. Today we're going to talk about protection. Two things that are bothering us now in early spring are the potential for cold snaps, and so we need to protect against possible near freezing temperatures. The other thing we need to protect against is insect damage. They're out there. Right now we use 1-inch PVC pipe. You can find this in the plumbing aisle in your big box store. You can get it in rolls of up to 50 feet, and we just use that for hoops. We can spread mesh over this to protect from insects, or we can use a fleece to give it some thermal protection. Now these beans have been in ground for a while, so I think they'll take temperatures that are expected to be around 40 degrees Fahrenheit, about 5 degrees centigrade. They'll be all right, but we do have a way to protect them if it looks like the forecast is going to change. Now over here, we already have a mesh in place. This mesh is serving two purposes. One, it's keeping the wind off of these new jade beans, and it is keeping cabbage moths, those nice little white butterflies. Kill them, please. There was one earlier today, and we're already beginning to see a little damage. If you look at that leaf right there, it's been chewed in a couple of places. That is the caterpillar of the cabbage moth. There's another one right there. Now I have sprayed some BT spray. That is Bacterium thuringiensis. That basically gives caterpillars an upset stomach. They can't digest, they fall off and die. But we also don't want them, the moths, just laying more and more eggs and then have a heavy rain come and wash the protection away. So this mesh works. As you can see, it's thick enough. The weave is less than 1 millimeter, so nothing's going to make it through except maybe some wood lice, and those will be very small holes. But it will also let rain through, and of course it's letting the vast majority of sunlight through. I think about 70 to 80%. So this kohlrabi here, which is a brassica, goes along in the same plant species as kale, cabbage, broccoli. They're all the same species of plant. It's kind of like, what's the difference between a dachshund and a Great Dane? Well, they're both dogs. And now, how to protect individual plants. We've shown you how to do row covers. In this case, mesh. And over here, we will put some fleece for thermal protection. Carrots don't need it. Carrots are looking great. Onions don't need it. There's one really becoming in full bloom. And the beets don't mind cold at all. So these will be unprotected in the upcoming cold weather. But right here, we have some trouble. This is the black Krim tomato that was donated to us, and we don't want to lose that. It's a new type of tomato for us. We're excited. So we just need to protect that plant, and we do that by cutting off the bottom of a milk jug. That'll act like a little mini greenhouse for us. If it gets too hot, we can just open up the top here. And as you can see, we've got good room for it and protection, and this will just be its home for 3 or 4 days. We can just put this on each evening if we wish. That will give our plant good protection from any near frost temperatures. This is one of the big four that need heat. Tomatoes, squash, beans, peppers. They don't like anything below about 50, and we're forecast for, like I say, around 43, and we always figure locally we can get 3 or 4 degrees lower. That might blow away. We'll just mound a little earth around it, and that'll keep it in place. All right? So you now know to use mesh to protect from insects. By the way, this mesh is in its 3rd year. Cost us less than $10, and it's I believe 6 feet by 16 feet. 1.8 meters by 5 meters, if I remember right. So that can cover well over half our bed here. Lots of sun, rain will get through. Some bugs will be able to get through the edge, but not nearly what's been happening. We have our individual little mini greenhouses just made out of old milk jugs. I think we're ready to go for this evening. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Take care.